all black, being aggressive, hitting bombs. Got to hit bombs off the tee to be able to get to those small sections. And that's what I'm going to do today. Hit bombs and attack the pin.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Aloha Press Podcast. This is episode 10. We're out here back at our home course, Castle Oaks, Ione, California. Joined here today with my buddy co-host Jeff. I'm JC. Jeff, how we doing, dude? You had a long layover, freaking 10 days of vacay. How was it?
It was great. I'm recovering. Today is a recovery day. Doesn't mean I won't have a few cocktails out on the course, but 10 days in Tahoe will take its toll on you. I didn't play as much golf as I would have liked, but I had a blast up there. We had a wedding we went to kind of cap it all off. Ate some good food, drank, hung out in the lake. The weather was beautiful, but I'm excited to play here today.
I'm sure you are, dude. I mean, we've had a couple like really busy weeks in June, and now it's July 1st. I mean, from Tacoma to Pebble Beach to Monterey Pines to you going out to South Lake. We joined you up on the weekend. Did not get a chance to play golf, but I could only. So where did you play golf at?
Well, so my first round, which was probably my best round, was at Magic Carpet Mini Putt.
What?
I don't know.
Where?
Magic Carpet. You ever played there?
No, I've never
Right
played.
on 50 on
Are
the
they
way
in golf
into
now?
Tahoe.
Golf moves?
Tee times might be about $9.
Okay. Holy shit! Just walk in.
You get to pick your own putter when you get in there.
Oh, I love it.
Whatever color golf ball you want. I think I shot 3 under.
Holy shit!
Played pretty well. Took my wife out for a round of golf there.
All right.
She won a free round afterwards on the 19th hole that she'll never use. So yeah. Anyways, we played there at first. We tried to get on Lake Tahoe Country Club. It was packed. Edgewood was packed. My uncle was actually out there with the Oregon Duck tournament. I didn't even know about, so we couldn't play at Edgewood. But we were able to sneak over into Carson City, Nevada, for those that don't know where we're at. And we played at Eagle Valley West, which is, of course, I've played a few times. You've played it before.
Yeah.
And we had a great day. No wind. Had an early morning round Saturday before the wedding. Had a lot of fun.
That's cool. It's a fun track. It's kind of cool. You kind of go up through the mountains, and then you kind of come back, and you're kind of in this like wide open golf course, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
What'd you shoot out there?
76. Not my
76?
best. Not my best.
Holy shit! I should have raced I should have drove up there and played the race of the bottle.
Yeah. I was had the shakes in the morning, and I think I started out bogey, double, and then I righted the ship, a couple under from there. But
yeah,
it was a rough morning, and we didn't eat, and we'd been partying pretty hard the night before. So
good.
You can ask Ben about that. He couldn't break 80 again.
Yeah, Ben. I mean, ever since he skipped out on the podcast, his game has gone down. He doesn't have the podcast bump.
Yeah, I don't know, and he was feeling worse than I was too. So even the Bloody Marys and the screwdrivers couldn't get us right.
Couldn't get you squared away.
Nope.
Shit.
Nope.
All right. Well, that's exciting. It seems like so today we're out here at Castle Oaks. We're going to we're gonna launch another round of the Race to the Bottle 2019. It's not over till it's over. Okay, I haven't bought out yet. I'm still down 20 holes. I think, right? 20 or 21.
Well, we said it was 20, and then I actually looked at the scorecard because we had not posted anything in a while about it, and I think it's 21 or 22.
Holy shit!
It's a lot.
I'm gonna have to press a couple times.
That's where you got yourself in trouble at Tacoma.
Dude, I looked at the scorecard, and it was like
3
12,
times.
14, 16, 17, and then Aloha Press 18, and I'm like, I went from like 14 to like 22, 21. I was like, holy shit. So, but the game's right. I feel really good about the game. Went and played at NCGA qualifier at the Pub Links down at Hagen Oaks. Played really well. Shot an 82, for my 10-11 handicap, and did not qualify. It was a fun experience. Had a good time. Played with some guys that were cool. They were they were hitting driver, and I was bombing it right by them with a 4-iron, which was fun. But dude, it was brutal. It was not like playing out at Castle Oaks.
Well, next year we'll get back to the qualifier here. We'll both play, hopefully qualify, go down to Monterey, and have a blast.
Dude, because Hagen Oaks, I was talking to these guys that we play with, and they're like, yeah, usually like to qualify you got to shoot like 66, 67 net. Now, guys, everyone that's listening, I'm talking about completely net score. So I'm a 10 handicap, and we were playing with guys from anywhere from a 6 to a 30 handicap. So These guys, some dude qualified, was shooting a 61, net 61.
Damn.
He was a 12 handicap, shot 73.
Damn.
That's not even fair. That's
No.
not even fun. That's not, you shot a 73. I've never even shot a 73 in my life.
Was that his home course?
No, was not his home course.
I'm assuming he's a sandbagger.
Yes, biggest sandbagger I've ever met in my life. 2-club wind all day. Wind was crazy. Shot 73.
Yeah.
You're a freaking 12 handicap. Are you kidding me? So it was fun. I had a good time. It was all right. It was whatever. I don't know. So.
Right.
So the way it goes. So what else is on that? That's all my notes. We literally covered it all in 5 minutes.
Today.
Today. That's it.
Yeah, hey, we're going to go out today. We're going to play Castle Oaks. We're going to play from the Whites. The race to the bottle is on.
The race to the bottle is on.
You look at it this way. You're down 22 holes. There's 18 of them out there today to play. Think about it. Think about it. You could realistically cut it to 4 if you wanted to.
I could cut it to 4. But I just don't. I mean, you shot 70. Where did you guys play it? Like, what tee boxes did you play from?
We played from the Blues, so
okay, so like what, 6,000 yards or something?
I think it was
62,
like 65 maybe 60, 64, 65.
Okay,
it's about a club different elevation there too, so you get a little bit more out of it. The toughness about that course, though, kind of like Nakoma, if you miss the fairway, you're not in the trees, you're in the desert and the sagebrush and the rattlesnakes and all that kind of
chupacabras and all that. Yeah.
So it had its challenges, and a lot of the holes were in that like low 300-yard par 4s. So you're trying to bomb it, and and the problem is there's no miss around the green. So if you don't hit it at the green or on the green, you're in the shit and you're making bogey at best. So a lot of risk reward out there.
Oh, that's good to hear. We so do we have any golf? Do we have any golf trips planned? Not in the next couple weeks. I think we might, but we might not. I don't know. July's
going to be tough. We partied so hard and played a lot of golf and had 3 different trips in June that now actually I got to go back to real work, try to make some money.
We got to save up and to take some more golf trips.
Yeah. So July is going to be a work month, I think. But
okay.
We'll definitely have a few more podcasts. We talked to the average cart girl earlier today. Got her. She's from St. Louis, Missouri. Got on here, told us a couple stories about the cart girl life, which is something we're gonna get more into. So we'll see.
So let's talk about that. So we interviewed her. She's an awesome interview, and later in this interview, you're gonna get to hear our discussion with her and her takes on golf and what she expects out of other cart girls and kind of her game and her Happy Gilmore swing and stuff. So what do you expect out of a cart girl?
When I said it to her that the cart girl is the most important person out on the golf course, I mean it.
Absolutely.
I mean, you legitimately, you buy maybe a round in the bar before you take off, but there's 4 or 5 hours out there on that course, and if it's hot, all you're looking for is that green cart with the roof come, with the gas power come down around the corner and come help you out. She just does beer. Ours out here do cocktails too. But yeah, they're a savior, and most of the time they just show up at the perfect time, right? When you're just dying, you need it, you're thirsty, or you're coming off, a couple back-to-back bogeys.
Yeah, exactly.
And here
you
it comes.
Pick me up.
Yes.
And so my take on it is, the course already has a bar. They already have a restaurant. Okay, I don't give a crap if it's a cart girl and some freaking she's pulling a freaking 12-pack of beer, or in a fancy cart girl cart. Okay, I don't understand why there aren't more cart girls on the golf course. You have 40 acres of golf course and one bar, and it's at the beginning and middle of your round. I don't understand it. Pisses me off.
I think they should have at least 1 per 9. Because
absolutely,
because most cart girls, they start on 18, they work their way from 18 to 1. Well, you might see the cart girl twice in your whole round. I can drink more than 4 or 5 beers in 5 hours. I need to see them multiple times. More money, especially once you get drunk, you spend more money.
Exactly.
Right? You buy more shots, beers, things you don't even need. Like like Courtney was saying, people were just leaving beers behind. We would never do that.
No.
But it's because they get drunk.
And it seems like, I don't know, if we were going to be a consultant for a golf course, and we have some crazy takes on golf courses, but I don't care, every day of the week, I would have a cart girl out there. And it's replace your marshals with cart girls. 1, they're better looking. 2, they're serving drinks, okay, and selling you shit. Okay, and the marshals just piss everyone off. I am much rather happy to see a cart girl than some grumpy old guy telling me that I'm playing too slow or playing too fast or can you skip this group or slow down or stop hitting bombs next to the green. Okay, you're scaring the freaking guys in front of you. Pisses me off, and I don't know why I'm getting pissed because we're playing golf today, but kind of irritates me. It's like replace the marshals, okay, with minimum wage cart girls serving cocktails, okay, and making the course money.
That is a great idea.
I just solved everyone's golf course problem.
And you pay their salary in the first 2 holes.
Yes,
Right? You're charging $6 a beer.
6-pack, okay, for $16. One is come on, really?
That's a stupid deal at a golf course.
It's
I mean, we pay 6-packs for $30, $36.
Yes.
Sometimes.
You go to one of the fancier golf courses and you're spending Coors Light is about $9 a can.
Yep.
Okay.
Edgewood is a 6-pack for $36 and Coors Light.
I just starter cart girl, Marshall cart girl. Okay. Turn cart girl. I solve the world's problems.
All right. So for the first annual Aloha Press tournament,
cart girls everywhere.
We've got it figured out.
Absolutely.
We don't even need beer booths.
No.
We've
none.
got mobile.
Yes.
Beer booths.
You have mobile bars. Close the big. If you're ever going to build a golf course, don't build a giant pro shop. Don't build a giant bar. Okay. Don't build a giant restaurant. Okay. Build small little places. Okay. And employ 5 cart girls.
Yep.
Okay.
Just a little shed for their carts. An
Exactly.
extra cart barn, and you're good to go.
Yep. There's no reason to get out of my cart to buy drinks anymore. It should be like a drive-through.
And that's going to solve the problem of the fucking guys. Excuse my language, Mom.
Yeah. Don't get in trouble.
That at the turn go spend 20 minutes in the
Oh
bar.
my God. Yes.
Getting a freaking $18 cocktail that takes the bartender 5 minutes to make each one of them, and then they come out and they don't expect you to pass them.
Well,
10.
if you want an $18 cocktail that's some fancy, triple whatever the hell you want, okay, made in the bar, order it. You can order food at the restaurant at the turn. Freaking order it, okay, so you don't have to get out of your stupid cart and take 7 hours to play it, on a Saturday. It's not my fault you hate your life and don't want to go home to yard work and everything else, okay? But you're slowing golf down, which pisses me off still.
Yeah. I mean, I'm all for I think everybody should stop at the turn and get a drink. But if there was cart girls where you didn't have to, it's going to speed it up. And number 2 is if you go in to get a cocktail, get a vodka soda. Get something quick.
Exactly.
Get something easy. Run back out there. Get on number 10 and go.
Throw your card down and go. I agree. I misspoke. I agree going to the bar, paying the bartenders. Yes, they work very hard. Okay, I'm not trying to piss anyone off. Just saying, okay, the guy that spends 25 minutes, or you come in and you have 4 people ordering 4 different cocktails, hot dogs, sandwiches, chips. Oh, I got to go to the bathroom. Oh, I got to go to the bathroom again. It just takes so freaking long, and it slows down the round.
Yes.
Pisses me off.
Yeah.
And then you skip that group, right? Because you bought your cocktail from the cart girl, okay, and you bought your chips and your hot dog from the cart girl. Now you're skipping it. Now they're pissed. Now they're trying to hit into you all day.
Yeah.
Just drives me crazy.
I have 2 pet peeves on the golf course. One is singles because they obviously don't have enough friends to play with.
Just join up with a foursome. I don't care.
I hate that. And then the guys that don't stop at the turn at all. And they just and they just want to pass you, or they want to sit there and try to rush you. It's like, dude, I'm gonna get in and out, get my cocktail, and go. You don't have to worry about me. But it's like, yeah, you've been drinking a bottle of water all day.
Right, exactly. Yeah. The free water that's on the stupid golf course.
How much fun are you really having out here?
None. You hate life. Okay. Thanks for coming to the golf course. I really appreciate it. Listen to our podcast, download 5 stars, all that stuff. But buy our gear.
Well, that's also the guy that sneaks in a fucking Ziploc bag with a granola bar and some Cheez-Its.
Yeah.
Right? And then he's drinking the water jug all day.
Exactly. Drives me crazy.
That's not who we want on the golf course.
No. We want people to spend some money, keep these businesses alive, keep these courses, going, okay? So that our kids can work at freaking in the cart barn, okay?
Right. Buy a
in
hot
the
dog.
restaurant. Exactly.
Buy a beer. Spend $8 for a hot dog and a beer. Who cares?
So the Aloha Press rant is done. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks for joining us. So I think we solved everyone's problems with cart girls. So look forward to that interview. It was really good. Again, we really appreciate you guys listening to us. I think we're getting better, Jeff. The more of these things I edit, I have to edit less.
That's always a good thing.
I no longer have to bleep out all your cuss words.
True.
Which is
I threw a couple today, but
I don't give a shit about that. That's fine.
Accidental.
But we've learned some things in our podcasting days. This is 10. Okay, I can't believe they haven't shut us down yet.
I don't even remember our first one. Oh,
It
no,
was the
I
Masters.
Do. That was a good one, too.
The Masters was a good one.
I'm going to have to go back and listen to it one of these days and be like, what were we doing?
You're going to be the 6th download if you are. I look back at some of our stats, and it's funny how like we have growing pains and stuff. In our Instagram, Facebook, all that shit is too. But like the first like 4 or 5, like we had less than like 30 downloads for all of them.
And so once you take out our family members, we did have 5 or 6.
Our family members, I think I have it downloaded twice on my phone.
We're growing though.
We are growing.
It's
and we're getting
working.
better.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. So, again, really appreciate you guys listening, downloading. The things that we ask, we don't really ask much of you guys, just by just listen and enjoy our stuff. But if you guys do, are compelled to leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, that really kind of bumps us up so that other people can find us on Apple Podcast. You can just type in the Aloha Press. Tell your friends about it. Tell them how to download a podcast. Seems like everyone that wants to listen to us, they're like, which radio station are you on? And I'm like, we're not on a radio station.
K-Nugget?
Yeah, K-Nugget. K-N-G. So, if you do listen to this and you think someone else would enjoy what we do and, the podcast, the podcast live for the raw content that we produce, tell them about it. Show them how to download it. We'd really appreciate it. But with that being said, Jeff, dude, I was pumped earlier this week when we got this package from Hawaii. Oh. And it was something that, I reached out to this company, and this is months ago, and these guys were, they were showing some cool pictures. They liked some of our stuff. And so I went to their Instagram and I reached out. The gentleman's name is Joe Jernigan from SNRG Design. What is that? Synergy? Yeah, Synergy Design Company out in Hawaii. And I said, hey, would you be interested in, us being ambassadors for your putter or whatever? And he's like, yeah, I could make some putters and stuff, but I've got a bunch of back orders, but I could also make some other cool things. So he just jumped on, and I sent him our logo, and he just sent us some freaking ball markers, dude. And these things, you know what? Jeff,
I haven't seen them in real life.
You haven't seen them,
yet.
dude? Let me
Not
grab
in
them.
real life.
Let me grab these things for you.
But I will say that when those things went on Instagram, when you put that up there, the people's reaction was great. People are asking us, hey, how do I get them? Where can I buy one? All these type of things. So obviously they got to wait, but we're working on a subscription box. This is something that's definitely going to be in there.
Dude, and so sorry, let me get my freaking headphones back on. So this is one of the blue ones. So Joe, we were talking over the phone, and I was like, dude, these things are freaking amazing. Like, I've never felt a ball marker like this. Like, this is not your typical ball marker. The way he cut it and designed it, and the way he like put it all together is absolutely incredible. Like, I thought initially this was like he just like took some like little kid like finger painting and like painted it. No, he's like, dude, I freaking went in there and I heated it up and created this blue color in it. So it's this vibrant color it's not paint at all. And then he sanded it down, and that's why his finger was cut in the picture. In order to make some of the colors and stuff. And just the engraving job he did is incredible. Like the detail because it's like, I don't know, it's like the size of a little bit bigger than a quarter, maybe $50. But the thickness and the weight.
That's the thing. You can't, when you look at it online, you can't really tell how big it is, the thickness, and the way it's solid.
Like, dude, if another ball hit this mark, the ball's stopping. Like, it's not rolling over the top.
I'm gonna have to ask you to move that thing a couple times a day.
Absolutely, dude. It's gonna put a dent in the green. Like, it is. I mean, the metal, and just the way he designed it and the way he created it is incredible. So this is something that we're trying to work out with Joe and his company, Synergy Design Company out in Hawaii. This dude is amazing. He produces some unbelievable products. Check him out. You can follow him at SNRG_DESIGN_CO, and just jump on our Instagram. And go to Synergy Design Company. You're going to see it. He's got a similar triangle logo. Follow him. He makes unbelievable stuff. Message him if you want anything custom. He makes beautiful putters. So big shout out to that guy. He really cool dude. It's something that we're going to have to have him on the podcast when we go out to Hawaii in January. We're gonna meet up with him and see how he makes everything and designs everything. So super excited for that. I'm pretty pumped about that. But yeah, so we're gonna put these in play today.
Let's get it on.
Let's get it on. So guys, with that being said, have a great day. Enjoy life. Enjoy the Cart Girl interview, and we'll catch you soon.
Aloha.
Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Aloha Press podcast. We are on episode 10 here in 2019. And just like every other episode, this episode is brought to you by Wade's Farm. Fresh organic produce, shipped and delivered to your door weekly by Wade himself. We've got a couple shipments from Wade already. He's got his zucchinis and peppers out. Tomatoes are coming. So if you haven't signed up yet, get on it. I think you can find him on the alohapress.com, at Wade's Farm on Instagram. He's selling T-shirts and stuff now. Subscribe, $75 for the whole growing season. It might even be cheaper now. He might give you a discount since he's already been delivering. But get on it. It's great produce, fresh, organic, and it's delicious. I already threw some on the grill last week.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Aloha Press podcast. Today we have a special guest. This is our first ever Cart Girl. Coming from Instagram, we posted some pictures of some interactions that we had up in Tacoma with this awesome Cart Girl. And sure enough, the average Cart Girl started liking us, and we started following each other, reached out. Courtney from St. Louis, Missouri. What's going on? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, guys. My name is Courtney. I've lived in St. Louis my entire life. I've been working at Eagle Springs Golf Course for the last 4 years now. I started there when I was 18 as a cart girl, and I stayed outside pretty much for my whole first season. And then my second year, that's when they decided to let me in the air conditioning and let me in the clubhouse. And now I also work as a snack bar attendant, and I just pretty much make hot dogs and sell beer all day, and that's how I make my living.
How do you get into something like that? Like, I got into the golf business just because I was bored and like playing golf. What, how did you get involved in it?
Well, my very first golf job actually was at a glow-in-the-dark mini golf course place when I was in high school. I started there when I was 15 years old, and I was pretty much just like a birthday party host there. And then in the wintertime, I worked at an ice rink. My dad started working at Eagle Springs, the course I'm at now, and he was like, hey, if you need a job this spring when the ice rink closes, it's just something that you kind of already know how to do with taking down tee times and stuff, and you're a people person. So he said, why don't you come out to the golf course and we can, put you out on the beverage cart and see how that goes. So I started doing 1 league night per week, and the guys seemed to like me. So then I started earning more days, and now I'm up to 3 nights a week on beverage cart, which is pretty awesome. I have regulars there, and I can't pick a favorite night because I just have, relationships with all the guys. So it's kind of hard to pick favorites, but I really, really enjoy Wednesdays and Thursday nights.
Hey, so in my opinion, the cart girl is probably the most important girl out at the golf course, especially for amateur golfers. Obviously, not the pros or the big tour events, but for what we do and what we're going to be doing today, we're looking for the cart girl. Do you feel like the people get excited when you come around? They see you coming down the fairway?
Oh my God, yes. Every time I pull up to the green, they're like, "Oh my God, the cart girl, our savior. Oh my God, perfect time." And I'm like, I think any time's the perfect time for beer, I don't think there is a perfect time. It's all the time.
Can you tell, though, as you're coming up the fairway or you're heading towards a green, can you kind of tell how the group's acting, if they're going to buy something from you, or if they're drinkers, if they're partiers?
Yeah, and especially since I've been doing it at the same course for 4 years now, I know which guys are going to buy, 1 drink per round, or which guys are going to get 2 6-packs per round. But usually you can tell when you pull up to the green, they almost immediately will put their putters down or wherever they are on the hole, whether they're in the fairway or not. They usually just stop what they're doing and start walking toward me as a pack, and it's like, oh God, here they come.
Well, so they're like, hey, time out.
Yeah.
Stop. Whoa,
Right,
what are you doing? All right, we got beers right now. I need them now.
Right.
That's
right,
awesome.
this putt can wait. Let me shotgun this beer real quick.
So do you make cocktails on the cart too, or are you just beer and wine?
No, so we're pretty much I have a really basic beverage cart. It's just water, soda, Gatorade, and beer.
Okay.
And most likely the water and the soda don't get touched. A lot of guys drink the Gatorade, but obviously beer is our biggest seller. But I do bring out, little chips and candy bars and airplane shooters and stuff like that. But, if someone asks for a cocktail, I'm like, yeah, I can go make you one. I'll just have to catch you on my next time around. So I do make cocktails, but it's pretty rare occasion.
So since you're from St. Louis, I'm assuming that it's Budweiser on the cart?
Oh, yeah, we got Budweiser, Bud Light, Bud Select, which I think Bud Select is only in St. Louis because the box says brewed for the Lou.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
Never even heard of it.
Never heard of Bud Select?
No.
Okay. So Bud Select is pretty much
Bud
between. Select, yeah. It's kind of in between. I want to say it's not as light as the Bud Light, but it's not as heavy as the Budweiser. So it's kind of right there in the middle. It's really, really comparable to like a Mick Ultra or something.
Cool. All right, so that's great. You serve beer. What are those things where you shotgun beer? Like, no, what is those the things that we used to do?
Beer bong?
Like, yeah. Do you have a beer bong in there?
No, I do not.
You need to install one.
Say that. That's a really good idea.
Like just
they'd
pre-installed.
be all about it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Just tie it to the roof.
All right. So it seems like there's always that one creepy guy in the foursome that's always like trying to hit on the cart girl. I mean, do you just carry like a weapon with you, like just smacking them off, or what? I mean, what's the worst pickup line you've ever heard?
Oh God. Okay, so a couple of weeks ago, this probably isn't the worst I've heard. This is just the most memorable. We had a tournament, and I can't remember what tournament it was, but there were some older guys out there, and I asked him if he needed another beer, and he said, no, I'll start seeing double, and then I'll start feeling single. And I was like, that's a good one.
Wow.
Seeing double, feeling single.
Okay. How many wedding rings have you seen just slid off and then put in the pocket?
None. But we get reported wedding rings lost on the course. So I'm like, why are you guys taking them off? Just keep them on.
That's absolutely crazy. So that's cool. So have you ever been hit with a golf ball? I mean, that's like my biggest fear is when I'm teeing off and I see this poor cart girl that's just cruising down the cart path. And
right. Like, oh God, she's in my direct line of fire. I've never been hit like on a line drive, but they've taken bad hops off the fairway or off the cart path, and I have a windshield, so it just dunks my windshield and kind of scares the crap out of me for a second. But the guys, they'll all laugh, and most of the time they don't even say four. It's like they wanted to hit me, like I'm a target.
Well, you're kind of like it's like the tractor beam effect. It's like you see the cart go, you want to drink, your ball goes that way. Right. It's an excuse to drive over there.
It's just distracting.
I got a question for you. We party pretty hard on and off the golf course. But when you're out there, do you have music going? Are you drinking some beers with the guys? You hanging out, or do you have to keep it strictly professional?
I don't know. I think I really don't like playing music on my cart because I don't want to mess up anyone's game. But I think the guys, they all pretty much have fun with me. I don't really need music to have fun. I don't know. I do shots with them sometimes. Like they'll be like, "Oh, let's do another round," and I'm like, "Oh God, if every foursome wants me to do a shot, like this is gonna be bad."
This could be a long day. Like, right. Where'd the cart girl go? She crashed on 2. It's fine.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm passed out under the shade tree. But other than that, no, I really don't. Like sometimes for weeknights, we'll do scenes where I'll decorate my beverage cart, but that's about as much fun as I'll get. Other than that, I'm the party itself.
Very cool. That's all. You got to be like, it has to be. I have no idea. I can't even imagine being the holder and the key to like all the beer. Like that, I feel like.
Yeah.
I mean, you're the most important person on the golf course. I'm not gonna lie. Like you are the most important person to most people. So, do you guys have that big giant sign that says clearly no coolers or outside beverage allowed on the golf course?
Yeah, but it's not. I don't know. It's not really like super enforced. Yesterday, I was in the snack bar and a kid came in and he said, "Oh, can I have a bag of ice?" And I was like, "Yeah." Like, what are you buying? And he's like, "Oh, I just need a bag." And I said, well, I'm not really supposed to give out bags because that means you're sneaking your own beer on the course.
Yeah,
And
would
he's
you
like,
sprain your ankle?
I was
What
going
do
to
you?
say, I'm injured.
yeah.
My knee hurts.
He said, well, he said, oh, am I not allowed to do that? I was like, does any golf course allow that? Every course I've been to, they're always like, oh, no outside beverages. But I mean, like, even when I play at my home course at work, I'm like, sometimes when I play with my friends, I just bring my own beer because our beer is expensive sometimes. And I'm like, I really give this golf course a lot. If I bring my own 6-pack, who cares?
What does the 6-pack go for?
So, in the snack bar, it's $16, but on the beverage cart, it's $18. There isn't a 6-pack deal. Each beer is $3.
That's not bad.
Which I get complaints a lot all the time. Like, well, I paid $16 in the clubhouse, and I'm like, okay, but that's because that's the clubhouse deal. This is different. I'm on the beverage cart. But I think a lot of those guys just think I'm pocketing those $2, and I'm like, I'm not. Like, that's actually, a 6-pack on the beverage cart's really $18. I'm not taking your $2 because I want it.
All right. So what's the craziest shot? Have you seen any hole-in-ones? Have you seen shanks off, other people's carts? What's the craziest shot you've ever seen?
Craziest shot. Let's see here. So we have a league on Thursday nights, and it's like you guys know what Boeing is, the big plane company, and they make all of our fighter jets and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're based in St. Louis, and they do a league at our course pretty much like every night of the week. Well, Thursday nights, there's this older guy, his name's John, and he almost had a hole-in-one a couple weeks ago, and I was sitting right by the green, and I thought it was about 6 inches from the hole. And when I saw him in the clubhouse later, he said it was about 1.5 feet. But I thought it was going in there. I mean, the line was right on it. I was like, get in the hole, get in the hole. But there has been a hole-in-one while I've been out on the course on my cart, but I did not witness it. I heard about it, and they all came up to me, and they were all like, oh, Chris got a hole-in-one. And I'm like, are you guys lying to me? Like, are you guys just trying to get a free round? What's going on?
Free round?
So yeah. So I bought him a round of beers because I believed him.
So I got a question for you, Courtney. We're out here at Castle Oaks today. This is our home course. We've played a lot of golf here over the years, and we've drank a lot of beers from the cart girls out here. But we play with some girls most of the time. The head pro out here is a female, and she's awesome, and she likes to party a lot too. What's your experience when it comes to like women foursomes? How do they drink a lot? Do they get wild? Because out here, that's kind of what I see.
I'm sorry, you're breaking up a little bit. Did you say how do the girls act on the course when they're partying?
Yeah, do you got some groups out there of the women that like to party too?
Oh yeah. So yeah, Wednesday nights is our ladies' league night, and there's a couple groups that like to get crazy, and we're doing Mardi Gras party where we give out hurricanes and shrimp and stuff, and they get real crazy with the hurricanes, and it's just funny because they're all mostly like late 40s up until like their 70s, so it's just like a bunch of older drunk ladies. It's fun, but I haven't really seen too many trashed girls out there, but we really don't get many girls in general. I would say we probably have, I want to say like 10 regular females that come in.
So just to backtrack.
But other than that,
when you said hurricanes,
what was that?
Do you mean like the tall can, like malt liquor hurricanes?
Yeah, like what we make them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I wasn't sure.
That's awesome.
What? Yeah, so we do that for Mardi Gras night.
That's cool. Giving out hurricanes. That's awesome.
Right.
Out here in California, you get a whole new clientele. They would be they'd bringing their own shopping carts. But so Courtney, so you play golf, right?
Yes, I've been playing for about 2 years now.
So how's your game?
Pretty good. Right now it's so hot that I don't even want to go practice. Yesterday I worked 9 hours in the snack bar, and then I forced myself to go out on the driving range. And right now, St. Louis has an awful gnat problem. They're called buffalo gnats, and they've came up from the south. We just have really high river water right now, so the gnats are really bad. So it's like I don't even want to be outside because there's bugs in my face, and it's super hot. And I was just getting really frustrated with myself yesterday, so I ended up quitting. I was only on the range. It's not like I quit in the middle of my round, but
Sure.
I was just like, I'm just getting so hot and frustrated with myself, and you just don't get better when you're frustrated. So I was like, I'm just wasting my time out here, just chunking every ball. And I was like, I'm going home. I've had enough today. But no, it's really nice having golf benefits and being able to go out and play, with your coworkers and stuff when you want. And, it's free, and I get free range balls and all that. So my practice, I get that available every day. I don't
Sure.
always get to go out on the course every day because, we might have tournaments or whatnot. But if I wanted to practice every day, I could. I'm just pretty lazy sometimes.
No, that makes sense. So besides being a cart girl and working in the snack shack and stuff, what's your opinion on women's golf? Like how can we get more women playing golf? You've only been playing for 2 years. Like what's going to motivate them to get on the course and get after it?
Well, let's see. When I was growing up, I was really interested in golf, but my dad never wanted me to play because I was the wild child that didn't know how to behave on the golf course. But I was always something that I was interested in because of Tiger Woods. But, Tiger Woods just came back, so not a lot of the kids in this generation grew up with him like I did. I saw Tiger and I was like, oh my God, I want to go do that. But I think a lot of kids are just more interested in other sports that are faster paced. I think golf is a good sport just to relax. I'm not really into, I watch women's golf, but I wouldn't say I watch it as much as I watch the men's, but I just think it's not really, televised as much as the men's. You turn on the golf
Sure.
channel, it's almost always the guys on there, or, some guy talking and giving swing lessons. But I try to follow the ladies a little bit. I really like Lexi and Nelly Corda, and they're really good. But they just, I don't know. I don't think they really come to my area.
Sure.
Golf in the Midwest for women just isn't really a big thing.
Huh. Well, that's crazy. So what? So you're so clearly you're a Tiger Woods fan. Let's go back a couple months. What did you just freak out and lose your mind when he won the Masters, or what?
I sat in my living room with my family and I cried on my living room floor. And I just looked at my dad and he was like, just shaking his head at me. But I was like, Dad, we never thought this was going to happen again, So I was pretty emotional about that. It's been for me, this past couple of months this year has been a good ride for my favorite sports. Like the Blues just won the Stanley Cup for the first time, so that was awesome. And then Tiger won the Masters, so I was like, man, I am really living it up this year. This is awesome.
So
I was happy for him.
So I hate to even ask you this question, but it just seems like it keeps getting up. And we went to Pebble Beach and we were following the Brooks Koepka group around in a practice round, and it seemed like there was, I don't know, 30, 40 women that were really interested in Brooks Koepka. Probably not for his golf game. Is he as pretty as everyone makes him out to be?
Yes, he really is. I saw him. I was at the 100th PGA Championship at Bellerive.
Sure.
And even my boyfriend was like swooning over Brooks. He kept saying, Brooks, do you want my number? And I was like, give it to him. Like, let him be in the foursome. Come on. But no, I don't know what it is. I think it's just because he doesn't really have that golfer body. He's kind of like he's a big guy. He's, like a football player or something.
Sure.
And I just think that's why girls are like, oh my God, because then you compare him to like JT or somebody, and Justin's just like this little tiny guy next to him.
Like a little boy.
Or even Jordan,
Jordan's pouty face.
Yeah.
Oh God. Are we?
Let's not get into Jordan Spieth. We're not huge Jordan Spieth fans. I'm sure he's a great guy. I'm sure he does great things for his community and all that. He just,
I think his putter could be a little bit better.
his putter, his driver. I don't know. I think I got really lucky, but
I've never seen anyone miss so many close putts in my entire life.
you haven't played golf with me yet, so
Not today though.
not
three,
today.
3 putts for days.
He's going to turn it around. Hey, Courtney, I got on the topic of women's golf. So we are in the process of starting a subscription style retail box. Where we're going to be shipping out gear all over the country. But in your mind, what women's items would work? Like, what do you like to see the women wear out on the golf course, accessories, stuff like that?
So my favorite, like my ideal golf outfit when I usually go out is a skirt, a polo, and then usually it's not like a regular short sleeve polo. It's kind of like a 3/4 of a sleeve, kind of. So it just covers the top of my shoulder. So that I like that better than just like the tank tops or the longer t-shirt polos. But I am really big on quarter zip pullovers. Those are my favorite. And I think a lot of girls just like, I don't know, pullovers and little accessories. I own a million hats. So, if I have a bad hair day, I'm like, perfect. I can just put my cap on and no one will know. So I'm big on hats. But I think a lot of women are just into, the small, like quirky accessories like hats or gloves or, cute little socks or something. Just, so it can be different. And because, guys aren't going to, buy crazy socks to golf in. And a lot of girls, they golf in knee-high socks. And guys, you can, hardly ever see their socks. So,
okay.
But I think that's something I'm into, is socks.
So you like some awkward socks. That's good. You and me both. I really like vibrant socks.
Hats.
Yeah, no, I would totally agree. What so it seems like you just jumped on Instagram, and you've only been doing this for like a couple days now, a couple weeks. Like what took you so long?
I don't know. I texted my boyfriend and I said, you know what? I think I want to start a beverage cart Instagram page. And I think he thought I was joking and he was like, ha, okay. I was like, no, dude, like, I'm serious. And so then I did it, and I didn't tell him about it because I didn't want him to make fun of me. And then I eventually told him, that night, and he was like, oh my God, follow me? Like, what the hell? Why didn't you follow me yet? And I was like, well, I didn't want you to make fun of me. and, because maybe I'll post, stories about, people hitting on me on the golf course. I don't know if my boyfriend wants to see that.
Well, I will say, I checked out your Instagram this morning. And the post you did about the driver swing versus the Happy Gilmore swing.
Yeah.
I would definitely keep the Happy Gilmore swing. It was solid.
Oh, yeah. I was pretty impressed with myself, but I don't know, I've been a softball player my entire life. So I think that, that little running start is kind of just like a little slap bunt or something.
Yeah, the little run up.
Yeah.
I like it. So Courtney, as we're wrapping up this interview, one, we really appreciate you listening, following us.
Yeah, no problem.
We're intrigued in what you do and some of the funny stories that you're going to be able to bring to us and onto your Instagram, when we're excited to follow you and keep up with you. So for all the cart girls out there, do you have any advice, anything that they have to do, I don't know, to make more money or to, make sure that they're not, I don't know, pissing off golfers? Like, do you have any advice for the local cart girls out in the area?
Let's see. So my number one thing is just to smile. Even when you're pissed off and you don't want to be out there, just smile. And if you smile, they will have no idea you don't want to be there, And smiling, it makes them feel invited, makes them think you're a friendly person, you're approachable, and, you look like you're having fun. And when you're having fun, people want to join in with you having fun. So, I think, smiling is a big part when you're out there. What I usually do is when I start out on the course, I just kind of drive by and I'll make eye contact with the guys. And I'll just say, hey, we're good, and I'll give them a thumbs up. If they give me a thumbs up, I just keep on going. But if, they say stop, then I stop. But it's usually,
throwing putters on the ground chasing after you. You
right.
gotta put that bitch in reverse and freaking, serve some beers,
Right. So I just try to make eye contact with them and just, smile and say, hey, how you guys doing? I always tell people at the end of the round, thank you for coming out. We hope to see you next time. I hope you enjoyed your round, just stuff like that. And I think people really feel welcomed and comfortable when I let them know that, hey, we appreciate you being out here, because if the golfers aren't out there, then I don't make any money. So I make sure that they know that I really like them being out there.
No, absolutely. All right, Courtney. Well, we really appreciate you jumping on the podcast with us. Thanks for all the cool
no
stories
problem.
and
Thanks for having me.
kind of sharing your experiences and stuff. So hopefully we'll talk to you very soon. Keep doing you and keep posting really cool stuff.
Right on, man. I will talk to you guys.
Thanks
for
Courtney.
having me.
All right, later.
Take care.
We'll talk to you. Bye-bye.
Wearing all black, being aggressive, hitting bombs. Got to hit bombs off the tee to be able to get to those small sections. And that's what I'm going to do today. Hit bombs and attack the pin.